Hello, dear student. This is Amir Khan, your social studies teacher. Today, our topic is on the major climatic regions of the world. So, where you will learn about today's topic is of different zones of the world climate, and we will only today discuss only on monsoon and what is its cause. So, first of all, if we will come to the topic of that climatic regions, we look over here in the climatic region on the equator zone that is considered as a tropical, which means same climate, same weather. So this is called a tropical zone. Then we go in the second zone, which is on 30 to 60 degree north, that is temperate zone. The same is also in the south as well. So at the end we find over here polar zone. So these are the zones of the major climatic zones. They have same like temperate zone from USA means North America to China. We have the same in tropical we find from Southeast Asia to central of in Mexico. So these are would be the same climate. So then our topic is on today is about monsoon. So monsoon climates are found mostly in the equator zone means tropical zone, and that are started from that Southeast Asia, South Asia, then Western Africa, and that central part of America. So that are like Mexico and these parts, and some parts we find on the Australian western side. That is we also find monsoon on these regions. These zones are only in a equator zone. So these are kind of how what are the causes that happening on these region, because we well known about where the water, when the sun hits the water, it make a humidity, it form and it go upper to the atmosphere, so it move toward the land area. So that's why that monsoon climate starts. So we find over here these are mostly on between the waters body and land body in northern part, and in southern part in northern part you find South Asia and some part of that southern China as well. Then we come to the southern part on the equator zone, there is West Africa. So then we find over here Mexico and USA southern part as well. So these are called to be the monsoon. So what kind of plants and animal we find over here? So you can look on these are the plants we find on a tropical monsoon region. Like you find over here canopy layer, which is around 15 centimeter to 30 centimeter height. Trees are more spread out, means they are spread like, and these allow sunlight to pass through. So at the down you find over here these are also the plants which we find in monsoon region. So the other agriculture activity which is favorable, this monsoon is favorable for the climate, that is rice. Okay, then we find that sugar cane, then we find tea on these regions, then it's also favorable for the banana. So these are some of the agricultural activities we find on the monsoon and the trees which we find on the these region. So today's your home task would be make a world major climatic map and explain the monsoon climate. In explain you have to find the agricultural activity, what kind of trees are there, what kind of animals are there in the monsoon region. Thank you so much for listening me.